There's no such thing as sight reading. And today, we're going to do the 3-note arpeggio starting on note 1 of the F major scale. Now, there's no visual aids. I've said it over and over again, scale sheets make you worse. If scale sheets make you worse, an arpeggio sheet's going to make you worse too. We're trying to learn these arpeggios, these chords, in a way that positively affects music literacy. We want to be able to recognize the arpeggio when you see it written down the same way you recognize a word in a book. To give a visual aid would be like giving a spelling test with a word bank. It completely defeats the purpose. Now, if you've already learned to spell and visualize your major scales, which we've previously covered, then the arpeggios, the chords, are extremely easy. Advanced concepts, that doesn't mean it's more difficult. Advanced means you were supposed to do other stuff first before you got here. So if we're moving on to an advanced concept and it seems harder to you, then you're doing it wrong. Advanced concepts, although the arpeggio is chronologically more advanced than the major scales, if you learn the major scales correctly, then the arpeggios are going to be much easier because you have the benefit of past experience. So we're doing the 3-note arpeggio starting in note 1 of the F major scale. We'll just go 1 octave today for the sake of time. Remember, arpeggios are always line, 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 or space, space, space. So visualize the staff, 5 lines and 4 spaces. We have a treble clef over on the left. We have 1 flat in the key signature. That indicates we're in the key of F. First note of the F scale is the bottom space, so our arpeggio will go space, space, space. That'll be F's a space, A's a space, C's a space. Remember, every time you change octaves, it switches from spaces to lines, but the spelling remains the same, so we'll finish it off on a top line F. Coming back down, you have C second space from the top, A second space from the bottom, and F is the bottom space. Now today, we're doing the F arpeggio in the key of F, but that doesn't mean the F arpeggio doesn't have to be in the key of F. You could start on note 3 of the D minor scale. That's an F. And if you go space, 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 you get the same FAC. You could start on note 4 of the C major scale. C, D, E, F. That's a space. If you go space, space, space in the key of C, you get FAC. You could start on note 5 of the B flat scale. Right? That's an F. And if you go space, space, space in the key of B flat, you get the same FAC. This is why the 1-3-5 thing doesn't work. Right? The F arpeggio doesn't have to be in the key of F. Today we're doing in the key of F, but it can be any diatonic key that has those 3 notes in it is going to have this arpeggio in it. But it's always going to be line, 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 or space, 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 and it's always going to have the key signature. Remember, you can practice spelling and visualization when you're away from your instrument. You should. You can do this while you brush your teeth. Remember that 10 minutes of visualization is typically worth 2 hours of physical practice, so you'd be crazy not to do it. My name is Mark Dooley. I've been a private music teacher for 36 years, focused on practical theory and music literacy. If you'd like to hear more, follow me. If you like lessons, contact me. If you can learn how to read words, you can learn how to read music.